Are you ready to get out there with your alcohol brand, but you are worried about competing with the liquor industry giants and their big marketing budgets? Here are 3 steps to starting your own alcohol brand with strategies that work. Hi, I'm Bibi, and I help craft spirits brands maximize sales by setting up their marketing infrastructure. Starting your own alcohol brand is certainly exciting. The industry is growing, so if you manage things right, you can do something that you love while also making an investment that will help you have financial stability in the future. And talking about investment, oftentimes alcohol brand owners feel overwhelmed when they consider the competition. It's easy to feel like the big players have an advantage and that your company will never be able to compete with their marketing and advertising budgets. But what if I told you there is a way for local liquor companies to carve out their own path and outsmart the industry giants? The truth is, the big players have their weaknesses too. They may have the budget to reach a lot of people, but they lack the personal touch and authenticity that local craft alcohol brands have. That's where your brand comes in. As a local liquor company, you have the advantage of being able to connect with your customers on a more personal level, share your unique process, and offer a special product. And how do you turn these advantages into a successful brand? The first step here is to tell your story. Your story has to be exciting and relate with your target audience. Think about what sets your brand apart. What are your core values and beliefs? What makes your brand unique? This could be anything from the story of the maker, the area where a product's made, the unique process of making it, the way you source your ingredients, a cause that you support, etc. Always keep your target audience in mind and how your story impacts them. You can use visual content like photos and videos to tell your story. When you work with a photographer or a video editor, gather the material so that you can use it on your social media and on your website. One photo shoot can be material for 6 months. The process, the master distiller, and people who have tried and fallen in love with your product, like your friends, can all be mentioned in the narrative. A really original story will distinguish your product from the competition. Your brand's online presence is represented by a website, so you should think about what kind of representation you want to have from the beginning. Having a website will give your brand that element of trust. So when building your website, make sure that it tells your story and it is also in alignment with your brand's aesthetics. This includes your logo, your brand's theme, your brand's colors and symbols, and your overall design. Your website will enable your brand to showcase your products to a wider audience. So you want to have detailed product information, product descriptions that make people want to try your products, and the unique selling points should be carefully crafted for your website. Make it easy for consumers and potential partners to get in touch with you with an email contact on your website. Sometimes event organizers want to invite a craft spirits company to do a tasting at their event, and when you are starting your own alcohol brand, this opportunity is gold. Your website also needs to have social media integration. This is good for your SEO and a great way to connect with customers, to share news, behind the scenes content, and seasonal cocktails. Also, if customers want to support your brand and buy your products online, your website's the platform where those sales can happen in compliance with the regulations and the 3-tier system, of course. And you should also consider email marketing. Your website needs to have at least one or multiple ways for email collection. As people visit your site, make sure you are collecting their email so that you can continue to reach out to them and build your following. When you are starting your own alcohol brand, you need also to develop a marketing plan so you can launch your product and get people excited about it. Make sure you are targeting your ideal customer and use your local appeal to reach out to your community in unique and impactful ways. There are many ways to get your product in front of customers who will love it. For example, partner with local events or festivals. You can sponsor the bar of an event, do a tasting, or do some kind of experiential activation to create brand awareness. Brand ambassador programs are also a great way to get people talking about your brand. Get a brand ambassador to set up staff tastings, to educate bartenders and store managers about your product, and also schedule on and off premise tastings for the general public to create some buzz and push bottle sales. The advantage that you have as a craft spirits brand is that you can have your own brand ambassadors in a way that big tasting agencies simply can't accommodate. They are too generic to be effective for craft spirits brands. When you have your internal team of brand ambassadors, you can create an authentic connection between your product and your customers that is simply unmatched. So, if you're starting your own alcohol brand, these are some tactics that will allow your company to outsmart the big guys and make a name for yourself in the industry. If you are ready to bring your own vision to the market, now it's the time to get your foot in the door and make your mark in the industry. If finding time to do all the marketing by yourself is challenging, let us help you. We are Spirits Marketing and we have a refreshing twist to old-fashioned marketing.